Hello friends, good to see you all on another video. Today we are going to discuss employer and employee under GST. This is most simplest topic, well known topic, but there are a lot of unknown facts. Generally, who is an employer? Who provides an employment? Pays salary. Who is an employee? Who gets appointed and works as per the directions or instructions of the employer. What is the relationship? It is a contractual agreement. Schedule 3 is making it very clear under the GST Act, saying it the agreement between the employer and the employee is neither goods nor services, hence it is not taxable. So first we need to understand any payment made by employer to the employee on a contractual agreement, he is bound to do the duties for that, right? For that there is no GST attracts. This is what the first thing. Most of us know this fact. Then where is the question of doubts? There are plenty of doubts in this area. Let us address one by one. Suppose if an employee works for a company or organization, works as per the directions of the employer, get paid for the salary kind of thing, right? He also supplies certain goods on his own to the same company, that is other than the employment. In that case, will that be also exempted? No, that supply is totally different. That is liable for taxation. So let us be very specific. What is engaged for a contract between an employer and employee? What is done for that purpose alone is exempted, because that is not qualified neither as a goods or not services. Whereas if you supply separately to the same employer, then that is supposed to be liable for taxation, provided you have the turnover limitations. This is also qualified under section 25, where there is supply between distinct persons, because employer and employee are always called as distinct persons. In case the employer gives a benefit or gift more than 50,000 rupees, it is liable for taxation under the GST. This is what one important point which we need to note. We cannot say that everything given by employer to employee during the course of employment is free of tax. No, not that way. Circular 172 makes the life a little easier. There are lots of perquisites offered by employer to the employee. If it is given in a letter or an agreement or a contract or an appointment order, saying that these perquisites will be provided by an employer to an employee, which means this will be completely exempted from GST. Circular 172 makes it very clear. Circular 178 makes it little one step ahead. Suppose one employee quits, there is a recovery, minimum salary to be recovered kind of thing. They have a lot of commitments over it. So in that case, will that be taxable is the question. Circular 178 clarified that it is also not taxable, because it is in the course of employment. So it is not taxable. Suppose if an employee uses company's assets for his personal benefits, it is taxable under the GST. I am commenting the first word taxable here. When an employee uses company's asset for his personal use, not perquisites, other assets, then liable for GST. Suppose the business sells or transfers certain assets to the employee, will that be taxable? Yes. It is not during the course of employment. This is something a different transaction. So it is liable to be taxed under GST. Suppose if it is without consideration also, yes, with or without consideration it is taxable. Suppose the employer has not availed any input credit on such assets, still it is taxable? Yes, it is taxable. So in all the probabilities, any sale or transfer to the employee by an employer, any assets is liable for transaction taxable under the GST. Suppose an employee of a company is providing a service to the subsidiary company or a holding company other than the company where he is employed, it is also liable for taxable. It is also liable for taxation under the GST. An employee also works as a director. Now the question whether the amount paid to him is coming under the reverse charge under section 9 subsection 3. Here there is a difference. If he is paid as a salary, then it is not liable. If he is paid as a professional charges, then it is liable under RCM under section 9 subsection 3. Suppose if employee gets reimbursement for the invoices, bills, it is not taxable because it is the course of employment. So it is not there because it is the duty of the employer to provide such facility to the employee. Any comfort, any welfare which is not liable for taxation provided by employer to the employee. Suppose the employer is providing a guest house to the employee, that is also not taxable because it is during the course of employment. Free cab, free food, notice pay recovery, all these things are not at all taxable. Medical insurance, health checkup, all those things are covered under the Perquisite. If it is covered, certainly it is not taxable. There are certain other questions involved here. For an example, what happens to the working partner? For an example, what happens to the expats? I know you have a lot of questions and queries about all those things. But welcome to send your queries, send your mails, call us. We are here to help you to clarify these things. Please click the bell icon, like our channel, subscribe our channel, share this with your friends. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.